Alright, so here's a game I'm kind of like excited to make a video on right now. This is the original Outrun, actually. So basically there was a compilation of games called Sega Ages on Saturn, but in Japan you also got these games released individually, and I'm playing Outrun from the Sega Ages collection. It's basically an arcade perfect port of Outrun. But you've never played Outrun before? Outrun is a game I really love. I actually talked a lot about it on another racing video I made for a game called Horizon. What was the name of the game? Horizon Chase Turbo, I want to say is the name of the game. I kind of forget, I'm blanking on it. But I made a racing game video on it recently, and I was like, I wish this game had an Outrun mode. But you know what? Now I'm just going to play Outrun instead. But yeah, Outrun, if you're not very familiar, it's an arcade-style racer. You gotta kind of look in the bottom right, there's a big map, and you kind of go across branching paths while hitting checkpoints so you don't run out of time to get to your destination. If you crash, you get set back quite a bit, and the game itself is not super easy to get to the end of. In fact, I'm not very good at Outrun 1. I'm like actually really, really bad at this one. Like, impressively bad. Point proven right there. But I remember playing Outrun, it was actually a Walmart of mine locally had an Outrun machine. There was like an Outrun machine, I want to say like a Crazy Taxi, a few crane machines. But I remember playing Outrun as a child in this like Walmart. And I was like, wow, this is the best game ever. I wish I could play it at home. Little did I know, Sega Saturn had it. And obviously I didn't have a Saturn. Well, I shouldn't say obviously if you're new here, but I finally got a Saturn after wanting one for like 20 years. And if I had one as a kid, I probably would have wanted the Sega Ages collection. For just Outrun, honestly. But they also have like Space Harriers on this and Afterburner too. Well, the Ages collection has that, I should say. But again, this is the Japanese Outrun-only release, and I'm content with that. I like me some individual releases, honestly. Although this game actually has some weird quirks to it. Like, this game actually did not, when it came out, didn't work on one of the models of Saturn, like the newest model. It was really weird, so they had to like release a revision. I'm playing the revision right now, because I use a Saturn Model 2. And if I played the original one, it just doesn't boot. It's a thing. So, good job, Sega. But yeah, really not much to comment on. It's just a very chill arcade racer. I'm very bad at it. If I crash once, I'm kind of screwed. Hey, it is what it is. Ooh, I think I just crashed in the same exact spot. I'm pretty sure that's the same spot. Ugh, can I make it now? We'll see. I was actually super into Outrun, playing it on Shenmue 2. It was really fun playing this again on Shenmue 2. Like, really, really fun. Although I can't remember if, like, Shenmue 2 version's, like, as arcade perfect. Like this one, I don't recall. I don't remember. Ooh, easy checkpoint. Plenty of time. A whole second left. A lot of time to spare there. But yeah, I think I kind of got way back in the Outrun mood because of that Horizon game in Shenmue. And I've been really enjoying this. It's also making me want to replay the Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast, which came out on PS2 and PSP. That game's incredible, actually. Like, if the idea of, like, a checkpoint sort of style racer like this, kind of, like, going across, like, a massive area, like, interests you, but you kind of think, you know, like, the old 2D graphics and stuff, probably not for me, then look at 2006. 2006 actually has a lot going for it. It's very similar to this, but, like, a lot more modernized. At the same time, just, like, graphically and whatnot. Like, it's not super modern, because the game's, like, almost 15 years old now. But I think it holds up pretty well. Like, in all honesty. Basically what I'm saying is, games are fun. Games are super fun. Although this one's brutally difficult. But here's the entire path you can take. It's a good time. Put the old name in. Okay. What are the options in this? Manual, overseas, okay. What is SW gear? Hold on. I'm trying to think of, like, what that is. I'm not fully sure. We're going to try it out. I'll put on Splash Wave as well. Okay, that does nothing. I think I read a button wrong. I don't know anymore. Let's just get going. The Outrun, good stuff. Actually, you know what? There's a really cool Outrun stage in, Sonic All-Stars Racing Transformed. They kind of made a DLC stage for it. Which was kind of odd, because that game only got, like, 2 DLCs. They got, like, Metal Sonic and the Outrun stage. And now I'm recalling this Outrun stage in All-Stars. It was really good. I wish more racers like this would actually kind of come out. I just love me like some checkpoint racers, honestly. Yeah, this one controls very well. This is a very, very nice version. Have I mentioned that I really like my Saturn, and I think the investment's paying off? Because let me tell you, it's really paying off. You know, I've just been playing this and, like, just enjoying games. It's, like, insane. Because I really love, like, arcade-style, like, 2D games and whatnot. And this console's just been so good for it. And the controller itself is just so comfy. Ooh, don't know what I was thinking there. I don't know, I've just been having, like, so much fun with the games lately. It's like, sure, like, I have, like, a really nice PC, and I have, like, every modern console you could want, and so many different games, but it's just something about, like, old retro hardware like this that I just kind of love. Like, I just kind of, like, truly miss, like, when gaming, like, there were, like, certain limits, like, what you could make, like, what you could do. And developers really had to, like, find, like, smart ways to kind of get around limitations. And, like, what you got, like, you were kind of lucky to have, you know? I just always been into that. Like, I kind of like old retro consoles because, like, they were very limiting.
Get ready.
Which is probably, like, a weird thing to, like, think is cool, but, like, when I, for instance, play, like, a PS1 game, right? Like, that was 3D, and, like, the PS1 could barely do 3D well. It was cool seeing, like, the trickery, like, developers would do to kind of, like, make everything, like, you know, show itself, or, like, how they'd control, like, movement in the 3D space with only a D-pad, stuff like that. I always find that stuff, like, very fascinating. And, like, just kind of cool to kind of go back on. Because, like, you see, like, where a lot of modern games kind of get their inspiration, like, when you play, like, old games, too. Be it from controls, be it from just, like, the way, like, things are presented. And it's cool seeing, like, what trends kind of stick around over the years. Whew, that was tough. That was a tough corner. But I finally did it without crashing it, so I'm pretty happy. Yeah, I think left is a little bit easier, so I'm going to go for left again. Let's see if I can actually have, like, a good checkpoint time, because, like, I've been finishing with, like, 1 or 2 seconds. Oh, yeah, a lot more seconds now. It's not crash, thank you. Oh, good. Going low. Back to high. Like, even, like, shifting in this game is good, because I usually don't go for, like, manual in games. I'm not, like, a big manual driver. I don't like using my brain for that. But this game makes it very natural. It's only, like, 2 gears. It's very consistent. So I don't really mind all too much. Ooh, this tunnel's trippy, though. When you're going fast, this tunnel's very trippy. Ooh, my audio just went out, like, in one ear, too. Sweet, that's gonna come across in the recording. For those of you new here, my Saturn has a little bit of a problem. The audio link's going out a bit until I jiggle around the cord. But I don't really have much time for that. There we go. No, 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 there we don't go. Hold on, I gotta do this with one hand. I'm probably gonna just end up, like, buying, like, another Saturn, honestly. Because I just want the Model 1 so bad. Game over, I was doing so good. Oh, well. It was a good run, though. Let's try again. Try a few more runs, like 1 or 2 more runs. I'm gonna blame my Saturn's faulty audio. And it trying to, like, force me into getting a Model 1. But if I want to do that, I gotta do that soon. If I, like, want to buy a Model 1. Because I have so many saves kind of, like, stored locally on my Saturn. I don't actually have, like, an external memory card. I got the Action Replay for, like, pseudo Saturn. Which is kind of like a way to play your backups and whatnot. And, like, region unlock the thing, which is how I play, like, my Japanese games, like, on, like, a US console. But, like, a lot of my save games, like, they're stored locally. And I don't want to, like, go through all my last month again to get stuff unlocked. In certain games. So, if I want to get a Model 1, I'll need to do it really soon. And then I'll have to come to terms with the fact that I'm going to have to play through Super Bomberman again. Or rather, Saturn Bomberman again. Start to finish. Or rather, like, start to, like, stage 4, which took me forever. I sucked at Saturn Bomberman, but it's so good. Now I'm just kind of rambling. Well, that's okay. People kind of come here for mindless rambling. And today, you know, I feel kind of, like, on point with my rambles. I don't feel like I'm, like, a bad rambler today. Ooh. I was basically out of time. I can't really slow down here. I'm gonna have to drive very well, I say as I go off the stage. Wonder how this game is, like, with a 3D controller. I wonder if, like, the analog stick would help. Like, at all. I lose. There's no point anymore. Like, I can't catch back up now. The timing's very strict. There goes the audio again. Saturn, why you do this? I have a left ear as well. You can play the audio on the left ear. It's fine. I'm cool with it. Oh well. It feels like it's the same place it gave out as well. Oh well. Okay, let's go another run. Let's do it. I'll go right side again, too. Although right side seemed a lot more difficult. Like, a lot more difficult. We're gonna go for it. We'll do Splash Wave again. The Outrun, like, just a good game. There's not really much else to say about it. It's just a really fun game. Like, I don't think I could put, like, 20, like, 30, 40 hours in Outrun. Fuck no. Like, 2-3 hours? Like, easy. I almost forgot to shift for a bit. I mean, I kind of did, but still. Yeah, I don't know. Like, this game, to me, like, just stands the test of time. Because, like, when I think of, like, a classic racing game, like, this is, like, what kind of comes to mind is in terms of, like, a really fun classic racing game. I'm, like, sure, like, other, like, racing games, like, even older come to mind, too, like Enduro and, like, Rad Racer. Night Driver's another one. But to me, like, Outrun is, like, the epitome of, like, everything, like, an old school, like, arcade or, like, console racer should be. So, like, I always think of this game, and just, like, you know, the two people in the car, like, hair blowing in the wind, listening to, like, that just nice music in the background. Constantly trying to progress, getting better and better. just such a beautifully designed game, like, even to this day. And, again, I wish I had a Saturn as a kid so I could have the Sega Ages collection, and I could have played this a lot. I totally would have. Instead of wasting, like, my grandfather's money at a Walmart to play the arcade one. Where I obviously couldn't keep up or do anything. Because I didn't know what a gear was. I didn't know, like, how to use a steering wheel. But you put a controller in my hands, I'll figure it out. I'll get there. Ooh. Can I sneak by you? Ooh, I don't know if I can make the checkpoint here. I don't think I can. I'll get pretty far. I think I'm going to miss the checkpoint. Oh, 100%. Ooh, yeah, 100%. There was an attempt. Oh, well. Let's try one more run. I'll call it on this game. A little quick look. It's actually going to go to bed early, so I'm just kind of like recording a very short video. It's kind of like also why I chose Outrun for today's video. Because I felt like I can do this game, 20 minutes, I'm done. There's really not much else to kind of like talk about, check out. I can veg out, because I got a big stream later.
Get ready.
After this video. To kind of do. It's going to be a long stream. It could be like a 12-hour stream. But, tomorrow I'll officially been a Twitch partner for 2 years. Got my check mark there. Don't know how I managed to weasel my way to that one, but I did. So I want to do like a big like special stream for it. Also known as, I'm a Twitch streamer, I love money. So I was like, let's record Outrun. I'm going to go right to bed. Or attempt to bed. Because I'm very like terrible at falling asleep early. My body does not like it at all. But I gotta. So I'm going to do my best. And hopefully not screw it up. Well, I'm going to be miserable because I got to do a 12-hour stream. I'm going to record my video directly after that. Because me record 2 videos in advance, nonsense, never. I don't got that kind of planning, that kind of foresight. I guess I'm going right side. I was going to go left, but we're going right. Why? Because I kind of felt bullied into this way. Here we go. Barely made it, but that's okay. Because at the end of the day, I still made it. There we go. I'm surprised I actually made that turn without crashing. Because I always insert cars and, like, gigantic rocks where you do not need them at the moment. That is the arcade racer way. Make you hate everything. I can't even squeeze through that? Oh, game. Game, I tried so hard. They just kind of cut me off. What a jerk. At least I made it back to the signs. I made the same exact amount of distance that time, I feel like. That felt identical. Could not get quite to part 3 there. It's tough. Like, you gotta drive very well and hope, like, the AI is kind of, like, at the right spot to not screw you over. That's okay, because that's like a nice 20-minute look at Outrun. It's a fun game. The Saturn version's great, because the Saturn version really is just the arcade version. Like, it's such a good version to play this. A lot of, like, classic games, though, are really good on Saturn. Like, if you're going for, like, the arcade perfect ports, this console did, like, a lot of them very well. Did a lot of them justice. Yeah, that's fun. This is definitely a game, like, I'll definitely pop in from time to time and just kind of play, like, you know, from now on. Because I find Outrun, I just find it to be super relaxing. I'm not great at it. I'm still relearning it, but it's a good time. So thank y'all for sitting there and listening to me ramble. And play Outrun. And all that cool stuff. Y'all have a lovely day. And toodles.